will kick it away first. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered out.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming out.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to...
Going downfield for the big play. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that team.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. 1st down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Hand off from the shotgun. Across the 25, he's got room. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. From the gun, the ground game. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2.
Ohio State, 0.
Quarterback on the keeper. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? The play action fake. He's taking the shot. Makes a catch at the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. What a catch and run for 6.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Looking for a man, it's Jordan. He's going up top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Moss. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They've just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Quick completion on the out route. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Running back searching for a hole. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Fast motion from the offense. Dropping back, it's Stafford. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he drops to throw. Complete downfield. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And he tacked on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Love. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Give to the running back.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They'll try the run. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Handoff to the single back. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Throws for the tight end. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Timeout, Florida Atlantic.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll throw it on 1st down. He'll take a shot. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Florida Atlantic
And the Owls will kick it away to crank up the second half.
Set to kick this one.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Looking to throw, it's Stafford. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Buckeyes in the hurry up.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Leaves it with the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to run for it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Comes out throwing on first down. Time to take a shot. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Tempo and overdrive. Looking downfield, it's Stafford. Fires to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Sampson. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Got it! Touchdown, Ohio State! And that one will give them the lead.
Ohio State, number 19, with the grab and the score.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score.
17.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick.
To advance on the football.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Davey, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
He's got an open man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Ohio State 21, Florida Atlantic 17.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Got it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Now on second and goal. Pushes for the goal line. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right?
Touchdown, Owls! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead and do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So they move the ball 43 yards on that drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. They're bringing heat. Going to try to get it himself. At the 40, there he goes. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking for space, it's Jordan. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Looking downfield, it's Stafford. Release to the back. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Now adjusting. Trying to escape and get it himself. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Wide out in motion. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. The completion well past the sticks. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
And that's good enough for a first down.
He wants to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. And the Buckeyes racing to the line in a hurry-up. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
It's the 4th quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need a score badly. We've got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Looking for a man. It's Stafford. He's moving out of the pocket. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The rankings, the odds makers, everything indicated that these guys had a big hill to climb. But they climbed it, they got to the top, and they get a landmark win.
And we know coaching staffs always do a great job trying to motivate their own guys and get them ready to play a ranked opponent. But David, to me, it looked like this team just wanted it more. They came out, they were the more physical team, and they did what they had to do at the end of the day to get this win.
Yeah, and how do you gain respect? You want respect. You talk about our team's a really good team. You want to build on that? You beat good teams. That's what you do. You beat ranked teams that people think a lot of. This team